Today, we're going to be looking at the worst books on my TBR according to Goodreads. You guys really enjoyed when I did this last year, so we're going to look at books that I've at some point added to my TBR on Goodreads. I don't necessarily own all these books, but books that at some point in time I wanted to read. We're going to see what the worst of the worst is. Let's get into it. I have my want to read shelf open on Goodreads. Everybody has one when you make an account. So some of these have 0 ratings, so we're not going to count those because, you know, there's 0 ratings. We can't say anything about that. We're going to go to the first one that has ratings, and it is a horror book called Cold Snap by Lindy Ryan, and it has a rating of a 2.53, so this book didn't do a lot for a whole lot of people. 865 people have rated it, so not that many in the long scheme of things, and it was published in 2024. And this is one I really like, cold settings and stories, and I think it adds to like the horror element. So a grieving mother and son hope to survive Christmas in a remote mountain cabin, and this chilling novella of dread, isolation, and demons lurking in the frozen woods. Yeah, creepy Christmas story. And let's see its genres, its tags: horror, novella, fiction, Christmas, short stories, holiday, adult, thriller, contemporary, audiobook. So maybe don't add this to your TBR this Christmas season. Now we have Points of Origin, Playing with Fire by John L. Orr. I think I heard about this in the library book by Susan Orlean. I think this book got mentioned in it, and that was a 5-star book. But this has a 2.63, so again, didn't do a whole lot. 38 ratings, not a lot of ratings, and was published in 2002. It says, join an investigation as lead character arson investigator Phil Langry searches every clue to uncover a serial arsonist. And it has just fiction as a genre, so not a whole lot of traction. And when a book doesn't have a whole lot of traction, I don't really think you can be like, oh, it's a bad book. I think you need a lot more people to give a rating than just 38 people. Next we have one that does not surprise me. It is Rebels, City of Indra, The Story of Lex and Livia by Kendall Jenner. And it has a 2.83 with 1,474 ratings, and it was published in 2014. So yes, the Jenner sisters did publish a book at one time. I do not believe they wrote this book, but I got a signed copy and I thought it was pretty cool because, I mean, they are pretty famous, so I thought it was cool to have that. But yeah, Kendall and Kylie tried to write a fantasy book about 2 superpowered girls in a dystopian world. Yeah. It's young adult dystopia, science fiction, fantasy fiction, action, adventure, mystery thriller, science fiction, fantasy, and family. So it seems to have a lot going for it, even if it doesn't have great ratings. Now we have The New Naturals by Gabrielle Bump with a 2.84, 974 ratings, and published in 2023. I don't remember much about this one. So it's from an award-winning author. It's about an attempt to found an underground utopia and the interwoven stories of those drawn to it. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by an underground utopia. So this has fiction, literary fiction, contemporary, mystery, dystopia, race, speculative fiction, book club, audiobook, and science fiction. So maybe a lot of book clubs didn't like this book, but to me that premise sounds really intriguing. I love how utopia and dystopia, the line is very fine between those two things. The last one we're going to talk about is Tehranangeles by Purachista Kakpour. It has a 2.89, so nobody reached over 3 stars in this. 1,830 people rated this book, and it was published in 2024. Let's see what it is about. Meet the Milanis, fast food heiress, LA royalty, and your newest reality TV obsession. Iranian-American multimillionaires Ali and Homa Milani have it all: a McMansion in the hills of Los Angeles, a microwavable snack empire, and 4 spirited daughters. So it goes and follows their lives, which I like books about famous people, and I have liked every book I've read by an Iranian author. This has fiction, contemporary, adult fiction, audiobook, adult novels, book club, literary fiction, family, LGBT. A lot of family books here, and people aren't liking them, and a lot of LA settings for these books, but people don't like it. But people don't like California, which is kind of sad, but I do love this cover with the cat. We love cats. So those are the worst books on my TBR according to Goodreads. Have you guys read any of these books? Did you like them? Were they as bad as the people of Goodreads say? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it through this whole video, leave a fruit emoji in the comments below. And as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in my next one. Bye! If you are familiar with my videos, you're used to seeing Sherman at the end of them. Sadly, Sherman has since passed away, but I would still like to encourage you guys to help your local shelters. Sherman was at the Darlington County Humane Society in rural South Carolina. I always have their link down below in the description if you guys would like to help them, but also help your local shelters as well. You can do that by donating, sharing posts like this one, volunteering, fostering, and adopting, which it's great to do all of those things. Great to help your community, great to help the animals in your community, and I cannot recommend it enough. All of my pets were rescues, they were strays or from animal shelters, and I love them so much, and I know how much love they can give, so knowing these pets at the shelter can equally give that much love, it's amazing. And y'all should totally take part and help out those local animal shelter pets, and please help them.